As my dark L video has been so popular, I've decided to create another video to clarify the dark L pronunciation and to give you lots of dark L practice in both words and sentences. You'll also learn about the syllabic L and practice syllabic L in words and sentences too. There is so much confusion over the pronunciation of this special L sound, so I'd like to clarify when to use the dark L and give you some techniques to help you pronounce it correctly. Then I'll give you a lot of practice words and sentences so you can master this tricky sound once and for all. There are several sets of practice words and sentences in this video, so don't stop too soon. And make sure to stay until the very end where I have a super fun challenge for you. Now first, what is the dark L? The dark L is a special L sound used in the pronunciation of the L when it follows a vowel sound. Since the dark L sound comes after a vowel sound, you will most often find this L at the end of words. The dark L occurs in words like well, mall, feel, school, email, little, and travel. The dark L is a bit different from the L you find at the beginning of words. You may hear that L called a clear L or a light L to differentiate it from the dark L. To pronounce the light L, you use the tip of your tongue. Listen to these examples of the light L. Light, left, love. Notice that it has a softer sound to it than the dark L. Compare light, left, love, and now the dark L. Well, feel, travel. The dark L sounds heavier, doesn't it? So what is it we're hearing with the dark L exactly? You'll notice that the sound is held longer, and it's also produced farther back in your mouth. You use the back of your tongue rather than the front of your tongue when you pronounce the dark L. Now you'll want to start with your mouth relaxed and your tongue lying loose in the bottom of your mouth. Then open your mouth a bit. And then slowly close your mouth as you say, oh. Now do that with me. Oh. Oh. Now you want to focus on the back part of your tongue, back here. And you want to make sure that that part of your tongue is starting down low and then lifting as you finish it. Oh. Oh. And did you notice that sound before the L? Now that little vowel sound is an important part of the dark L. So make sure you include an prior to the L. Oh. Another thing to note is the front of your tongue. Here, its position is not important in the dark L, like it is in the light L. Did you notice in the light L that I had to touch my alveolar ridge right here to pronounce it? Love. Light, left. I use the front of my tongue for the clear or light L. I use the back of my tongue for the dark L. Since the front of your tongue is not important in the pronunciation of the dark L, you can vary its position. You can leave it loose in the bottom of your mouth. You can even use a light L tongue position, touching the alveolar ridge, which will get you close enough, not exact, but pretty close to a dark L sound. What's important is that you must not curl your tongue backwards. Your tongue does not curl back to pronounce an American English L. I recommend pressing your tongue against your bottom or front top teeth to prevent curling it back if that's a problem for you. So take a look as I do it. Oh. Did you notice the front of my tongue is just lying loose in the bottom of my mouth? But I can vary that position. I can pronounce it with my tongue up here as I would a light L. All, all. Still sounds practically the same, doesn't it? I can also pronounce it by pressing my tongue against the bottom front teeth. All, all. Sounds the same, doesn't it? But by pressing it against my bottom front teeth, I avoid curling that tongue back. Notice, it's going to sound very different if I curl my tongue back. Listen to this. R, R. It sounds mumbled. It sounds maybe closest to an R sound. And that's what a lot of speakers do when they pronounce the L and the dark L in English. And it makes the word unintelligible. Now let's try the dark L now in a few words. Ball, tell, will, tall, sell, pill, full. Now let's practice the dark L in some sentences. So listen and repeat after me. Call me and tell me all about your trip. Will you send me a bill, please? When are you going to sell the building? Phil is still at the hotel. I'd like a small glass of milk to take my pill. Now something special happens to some final L's. In some cases, we add an extra schwa sound. This happens when the L follows a long vowel sound. Long vowels are the vowels that are pronounced like the name of the alphabet letter. For example, A, E, I, O, U, and the sound is also considered a long vowel. Examples include sail, reel, smile, bowl, pool, and girl. Did you notice how the addition of this little schwa sound before the L almost makes these words appear to have two syllables? Now listen and repeat as I say them slowly. Sail, reel, smile, bowl, pool, girl. Now let's try those in sentences. Can you email me the file? That style is really cool. How many miles is the trail? I need to get some oil for my tools. I'm a material girl in a material world. Now here's another category of dark L's, the syllabic L. This L occurs in words like people, little, Seattle, gentle, couple, responsible, travel, international, wonderful. The syllabic L occurs after a consonant sound. It's the L sound that is often spelled LE at the end of words. But it can also be spelled with a vowel letter after the consonant. No matter how it's spelled, its pronunciation is ul. Listen and repeat as I say those words again. People, little, Seattle, gentle, couple, responsible, travel, international, wonderful. Now let's practice the syllabic L in sentences. The people here are wonderful. We get a couple months of sun in Seattle. It's difficult to find time to travel. Tomorrow is my final exam in global business. Now I have a small challenge for you. Can you sing along to Madonna's Material Girl song? Once you can comfortably do that, you can say you've truly mastered the dark L. You can easily find that video on YouTube or song apps. Now I suggest you sing along to it. You can find a link to one of these videos in the description of this video above. That's all for the dark L. Now that you understand when to use it and how to pronounce it, you'll need to make sure you get in lots of practice. Changing your English speech is not easy. It takes work to make this new pronunciation a habit. I suggest going through the practice words and sentences in this video until you feel you can pronounce the dark L with ease. And how are you doing with other English sounds? Are you pronouncing the sound correctly? How about the V? If you still need work with those sounds, here are a couple of videos that may be useful for you. Hey, I just used a word with a syllabic L in that sentence. Did you hear it? Don't forget to like and share this video. And thanks for watching.